Yes, welcome to this podcast. All right, this is the podcast that we're going to be talking about anything between e-commerce, marketing agencies, paid advertising, email marketing, content creation, basically what is working in today's marketing world. And of course, this is a little bit new to us, me and William. We are behind the screen all day, but not really been posting any podcasts. So let us just start off with giving a quick introduction about ourselves, and then we can take it from there. And we have a few nice topics that we're going to be talking about, anything between in our journey as started now a marketing agency, and also we're going to talk a little bit about advertising, what is working the best for some of our clients in e-commerce, for web shops, and basically who's scaling the furthest and what are we seeing going to be working in the future within the next few months. So William, are you ready? And maybe you can start off with giving a quick introduction about yourself.
Sure. Yeah. So my name is William. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Sumendit, and I have a budget around like 5 million a month on the ads on both Meta, Google, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, like everything about digital marketing. And I also have the response over no, five performance marketers actually in our team. And yeah, I think that sums up the most
Yeah,
important things.
absolutely. We're going to go a little bit dive into your journey as well, and what actually happened in our company when you came in. So we're going to dive into that. Me personally, my name is Gard. I started this marketing agency where William is now a part of and is my business partner in. I started 2.5 years ago in. In a room, locked myself in the first online business that I was testing and trying out, and it's now worked out pretty well. We have now helped a little bit over 150 different types of brands. Most of them, I would say, around 85 to 90% of them are e-commerce brands or web shops that sell mainly through Shopify or WooCommerce, or even more platforms like My Store and different platforms also that is working very well in Norway. Started off basically not really knowing what to do, but I had a high passion for marketing, had a high passion for e-commerce and paid advertising, especially. I started off, I used to be a football player, and that was kind of like what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. Unfortunately, that did not happen. I was not good enough at all. And so I started this marketing agency, went up, got a few clients, learned everything about the process, learned everything about e-commerce, studied every single day, working 12, 15 hours every single day. Still doing that today because we actually love what we do. And it's so exciting working with a few clients, some of the biggest clients here in Scandinavia, some of the biggest e-commerce brands, and also online coaches and info products. So it's been very exciting. And our company has basically pivoted more into three departments, where the first department is obviously the biggest, where we help e-commerce brands, info products, and online coaches. The second department is where we also help other agencies and B2B businesses, help them scale, either through helping them with advice or communication, or in terms of actually booking them more meetings and getting them more clients, or being as a referral partner. And also we have our own info product slash coaching program on the side for other people that wants to get started off in maybe learning how to do e-commerce, how to scaling your e-commerce business to $1 million per year, or learning how to start your own agency, for example, and basically just teaching others that wants to do the same, because everybody can do this. Like, it is actually crazy. Like 2.5 years ago, like I had absolutely nothing. And right now in business, this can give you freedom and do what you want, work whenever you want, wherever you want. And that is the kind of freedom that I have gotten, William has gotten. And yeah, it's been crazy. I used to work, I ran an agency, and I met William 1.5 years into the journey, I do believe. How long have we worked together now, William? Do you know?
Yeah, it's not even been a year yet. Like we started working together in May last year. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's 7, 8 months, 7, 8, 9 months, something like that.
7, 8, 9 months. And yeah, can you tell a little bit of like how's your journey been from the start and to basically where you're at right now?
Sure. So like for me, I started like small with like this self-improvement thing 4 years ago. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to like improve myself and improve like my training, my mindset, my everything. And then I came like more and more into like this, you need to start a business, you need to do this and you need to do that. So I just
Yeah.
like started to look into like some of the businesses that was easy to start with. And then I found this course that I took to how to start like this agency from your computer. And then I did the course. It took like 70 hours. It was a really big course, but uh, the really one good thing about this course that really helped me was like we came into this big survey with everybody that has taken this course, and I could start communicating with other people that wanted the same thing as me. So at first, I started my own agency, and I quickly found out that I didn't want to do the sales. I didn't like the sales, and I just found out that if I'm going to continue with this, I need to focus on one thing, and for me, that was the marketing part. How to create ads, how to scale ads, how to make good content. So that's why when I started uh, like contacting people that I saw were doing good, and that's where I found you. When I
Yeah.
contacted you, I wanted to do ads, and
Yeah.
from that, I just you gave me one ad account, you gave me three, and
Yeah.
then I'm now chief marketing officer here. So that's like my short version of the journey I had so far.
That's how quick life can change, you know.
Yeah,
And what did you do before you you were a
yeah.
my business partner or chief marketing officer in the company?
Yeah. So before I did some marketing for like some small local businesses here in my hometown, and before that I was a bartender actually at a nightclub.
Yeah.
So that's like I wanted to get out of this job of this 9 to 5 job, or like I didn't have 9 to 5, but I had a night job that I wanted to get out of as fast as possible. But
Yeah.
I needed to do that as well because I needed cash for my own. So I
Yeah.
worked a lot like beside the business. Like I worked at a bartender at night and at business early in the morning. So that's like how I started this.
Yeah. And that's crazy. Also, like to find this is something that we see in Scandinavia. People are very what can I say? People are very happy with their situation. Most people have a regular 9 to 5 and are happy with that.
Yeah.
And we actually see because it took me a little bit over 150 meetings to find the right person that could be my business partner to have the same mindset to go through the pain and the stress which it actually requires
Yeah.
to go to actually where you want to be. But in Scandinavia, so many people are just so comfortable with the lifestyle that they have, so that to find hardworking people that wants to take that next step and go out of that comfort zone is actually very hard. And that is something that we see in our company and also with other marketing companies in Scandinavia. So that has been very crucial for us, having people that have the same mindset, have the culture of being disciplined, showing up every single day, doing the work that needs to get done. Right, these are the things that's going to make businesses scale. This is gonna make you improve. If you're into self-improvement, this is exactly what you need to do. You must wake up and you must do the things, you must do the right things to actually scale, and you must do it every single day. And a lot of people give up after a week. And
Yeah.
what is very interesting is talking about exactly what you said. You bought a course. right? I
Yeah.
bought an online course, and I did the exact same thing. I bought an online
Yeah.
course, and a lot of people are hating on that, right? A lot of people are hating on courses. They think it's a scam. They think they don't think good about it, especially in Scandinavia. But one of the best things you can do when you don't know what to do is having a mentor. You need a mentor to guide you
Yeah.
because you don't know which way to go, right? And the school system, the regular school system, the education system is not going to necessarily learn what you want. And I'm not hating on school or anything, but if you want to start your own business, if you want to grow your own agency, you need to learn from people that are doing it right now.
Yeah.
And you need to look at yourself. Is the teacher in your marketing class, does he has his own company? What is his resume, like a real
Mm.
resume? And you can see a lot of entrepreneurs don't really have any degree, right? And a lot of business people are going to tell you that they didn't need school, right? So that makes it very interesting. So that is something that we have been working a lot with. And yeah, that is there anything you can touch on top of that?
Yeah, that's like I feel like that's like the biggest problem here in Norway. I see is like it's so like you need this education, you need this to do that. But actually,
Yeah.
like now in 2025, you don't need education to earn good money. You don't need anything like that, because it's so many good online courses on the internet that you can just um, watching, and YouTube, you have so much free content as well. But like the course we bought, that costed some money. Uh, but there it's like okay, it cost let's say it cost 50K to take a course, but if you learn everything from the course, you will earn that money, like let's say 6 months after you've taken the course. So it's totally
And
worth to take this
yeah, and
online education course.
you're invested in it as well. If you pay, for example, $5,000 for a course, you now need to perform. You've pushed yourself. You've taken yourself out of the comfort zone. You've paid that money, and for a
Yeah,
lot of people, that can be a lot of money. And in that start, now you need to do it. Now you're invested. You need to do the course. You need to do the things that you were supposed to do. So that's going to be so important for you to scale, to get you out of that comfort zone, right?
yeah,
So that is something that helps help me out crazy, and also William. For me, I was actually one of the few people. Um, I didn't think courses was a scam, but I just needed somebody to tell me that it is possible,
yeah,
that it is doable. So, for example, I just needed. It's kind of like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street, where the guy show me a paycheck of $20,000 and I'll quit my job and I'll start working for you right now. It's
yeah.
kind of like that scene. I just needed to see somebody my age that thinks like me, that kind of almost looks like me a little bit, that has gotten that success. I just needed to see proof of it, and once I had that, I was all in. And that's what I think a lot of people most people don't succeed because they're very arrogant. They listen to people that are doing very good in life, but they think, I can figure out that myself. I can do it myself. No, you can't. You can't do it
It,
yourself.
it's like so typical, like to see, like you look at Elon Musk, yeah, he's like, okay, he has $300 billion, and like you don't see his journey. You only see the end result.
Absolutely.
That's like the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. But like most people are very arrogant because they think that course is a scam. They think that
Yeah,
these people are faking it.
yeah,
But if you actually stop using time on hating and actually saying people are fake all the time, and you put that time and your resources into actually believing it is possible, then you can start to do some crazy stuff, right? And that's
correct.
what it's. Yeah. Currently, our vision in the company is very clear. We want to be the number one growth partner for e-commerce brands, info product, and online coaches. And we're making sure that we are working with the best people. What we're currently to do that how what we are currently doing to make that happen, we're interviewing a lot of people. We're interviewing a lot of people to get them into our process, into our team. We want to touch anything upon that. For example, a little bit about, are there any people in the company that you are looking for, that you want to onboard in your company? Is there any positions that you feel like could be interesting for some? Yeah, if there's any people that are watching that is looking to work in a marketing company.
Yeah, so right now we are looking for performance marketers. That's like our first priority right now. And the thing I'm
Yeah,
looking for is like people who want to learn, who is motivated to learn about uh, ads, about how to scale ads, how to split test, and like just learn the processes that we have. That's like that's the only thing I need actually. People who is getting up to the job and doing it and is motivated to learn. That's the most important thing here, I think.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And can you touch a little bit upon, like, for example, for people that might be a little bit curious, how does your daily workflow? What is your like day to day routine? What do you do as a performance marketer? What is your like daily tasks and what you do and stuff?
Yeah, so we have on how I was set it up is like on Mondays, you have this weekly report to the clients. So then you
Yeah,
send the weekly report on how the week has been the last week, about the total sales, how much we scaled, and what did you do last week. And then you also create like this to-do list for this week. What are you going to do this week? Let's say you had a creative that sold really good last week, and then you need to create new creatives for
yeah,
you need to create new creatives for that one this week, and then you just write down all the tasks you're going to do, and that's what you're going to do for that client for this week.
100%.
And yeah, and that's like the process on how we structure like our to-do list for each week. Like you send a Monday report with everything you need to do this week,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
yeah, that's
What,
that's
what
so it's pretty simple, but yeah, it works.
Yeah, absolutely. What I think is very important is that breaking down things. What is stopping us from scaling? For example, what we
Yeah,
do in our weekly reports for our clients, we always break down, all right, what happened last week?
yeah,
What are the problems? What are the successes? What is working the best? What is not working, right?
yeah,
What is stopping us from scaling? What is stopping us from doubling the sales? Like every day I look at my company, what is stopping us from doubling the sales?
yeah,
That is written down on my notes every single day. What is stopping us from doubling the sales? If you can constantly break that down, and you have a team member and you have or team members to help you out and break it down for you and help you do the job, and you can delegate that responsibility towards other people in the company to help you out, you are going to scale. You are going to scale. If you can break down, for example, for clients, for e-commerce brands that are out there, okay, what is working the best? What content is working the best? All right, is it video ads, is it image ads, is it content with influencers, what concepts, is it longer videos versus shorter videos, is it videos with edits, is it videos with not edits, what landing page, what website is working, what product page, how does that work, right? If you're constantly testing out and figuring out and you're testing 10 times more than your competitors, you are going to win. You're going to win. And marketing is so important. For example, is this company now, I don't remember the name of it, but they're selling like long sleeved dresses, and the product looks really bad. It's not good products, but they're selling over $100 million because the execution of it and the marketing is
yeah,
perfect, because their content is perfect. They're working with influencers that fit that direct ideal customer profile, and that's why marketing is so important. And the product is also super important. If you have a really bad product, it's going to be very difficult to sell that. um, but yeah, can you touch a little bit upon that, for example, about how important that execution is to make a brand scale? What do you think about that?
yeah. Like what you talked about right now is like we just need split test. We split test everything. Like we need to
Yes.
split test different creatives, different UGC, different age of the UGC, different landing pages. And that's where you find out like, let's say you split test 40 creatives and you found two creatives were selling good. then you know, like, okay, this creative is selling really good, and then you just need to 10x this creative. Okay, can we test different hooks on this creative? Can we test 10
Yeah.
different
So
designs on this
creative,
creative?
creative. So you mean like images, right? For the people
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean images. Sorry. And the
Yeah.
same is like with UGC. Like you test, let's say you test different age groups on the UGC ads, and you
Yeah.
found out, okay, 40 plus is selling the best. Then you just 10x on the 40 plus people. You make
Mhm.
more scripts and more UGC content just out of the 40 plus because that is selling best. And that's how you scale. Like you just need to find winners and 10x the winners.
Yeah. And that's what it's about, like for e-commerce. Because we talk with so many clients that already has a winning concept, already has things that are working, but constantly finding a new thing that
Yeah,
is working, right? And that is good. It's good to be innovative and make new stuff, but you should always 10x what is already working. So we have a saying in our company: do more and do it better, and then think about new things, right? Do more,
yeah,
better, new, more, better, new, right? That's what it's about. You shouldn't think really about new things before you're at 1 million euros per year,
yeah,
because you have one winning product, one winning avatar, one platform. Alex Ramosi, he talks about this all the time: one avatar, one platform, um, yeah, one ICP. What is it again? One avatar, one platform, and basically one product. Right?
yeah,
That is what you need to scale. You don't need 10,000 innovations when you haven't really figured out the first one yet. You can 10x that first. But of
yeah,
course, if you have a team where you can, for example, our best companies, our best clients that we work with, the companies that scales the fastest, they have delegated the marketing department to us as a growth partner, helping them on every part of the business. And the CEO or the founder or the owner of the company is spending time on innovation. So we are just 10xing the process of winning products and winning concepts that are already working. And the
yeah,
owner and the founder, or the founder, is actually he's finding new products, then he's finding new innovations. So we're already doing more of what is working. We're doing it better, but also we're testing new things that the founder is coming up with new ideas. That's actually the best people to work with. So, um, what do you think about that?
yeah. I see that like all the time, and when and with like the bigger clients that we have, like that the ones that's selling products for 10 to 20 million crowns per month, um, they're like giving us all the responsibility so we can focus on scaling the company, and
Yes.
so that people in the company can start innovating more. That's like uh, been working really good for the bigger companies that we work with.
Yeah, that's the number one problem with founders. It's time. They
Yeah,
try to do everything themselves, and they end up getting stuck in their own business.
yeah,
What the founder must understand is 99% of business owners, they start a company to get freedom, to be innovative, to be creative, to find out new things. So for you to even have time to do that, you must have a team. You must delegate the whole process. If you think you can do the best yourself at everything, you are never going to scale. You're never going to scale. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs has that ego that they think they're the best at everything, but you will get stuck in your own business. You need to find people that are doing the things better than you. That's
yeah,
exactly how you're going to scale. And I see so many companies that has crazy potential. I talk with different e-commerce brands every single day, right? I talk with hundreds and hundreds of brands every single month, right? And the biggest problem is a lot of times that they don't have time. So they're a little bit scared to delegate because they think they can do it the best themselves. If they just delegated, if they just invested their resources and delegated their time, so they get more time to innovate and be focusing on the vision of the company, that is going to give them the greatest chance of scaling, because we've done it hundreds times before. Us as an agency, we can basically just see the market. That's actually one of the most interesting things running an agency, is that we look and we see different companies and we see when they are growing, where the markets are moving, what is working the best right now, what is not working. And having a marketing company gives you that experience to learn so much about so many different marketing companies. And that sits, yeah, we're sitting on a lot of information basically. That's kind of like what I'm saying. So that that's something that I'm pushing on currently. And also, William, what do you think is something? What is the best winning ads at this moment? What do you think is kind of like the best winning ads for clients in this market? Would you say?
Yeah, so that's a good question, and I think it really depends like on the brand,
Yeah.
because
No.
none of I don't see like um it's like patterns, but it's not like so good patterns that it's like you can use the exactly same thing on the other brands because different
Yeah.
things are working. But I would say like overall, I would say UGC with where you're split testing three different hooks and three different call to action. That is
Yeah.
something that always works and gives
Yeah.
sales. And the same is like when you're split testing pictures or creatives. When you're, for example, split testing one with hooks and one with, let's say, reviews, and it's always like you get sales on these types of creatives as well. That's
Yes. And
like yeah, so when we get a new client, we always start with like making 15 to 20 creatives with like five different hooks and five hooks with like why you should buy it and five creatives with reviews. And the same with UGC. We make like two, three different influencers make three hooks and three call to action and one body. And that's like where we always start when testing for a new brand, and it's usually
yeah.
working really good.
Yeah, and also for the people that kind of like doesn't know UGC content, I think we can just break that down a little bit. For example, like
Yeah,
what is it? What is even UGC content? Because UGC content is so broad, right? The real term is it's user generated content, but the way I like to explain it is ads that doesn't feel like ads, right? People are
yeah,
sick and tired of ads. People don't like ads. You don't like being sold to. You don't like scrolling on your Facebook and you just want to see some good Facebook posts or reels or whatever, and you get an ad, right? So, for example, that's why you're talking about the hook, right? Why that isn't so important to have a scroll stopping hook so you can actually go and watch. But if you make an ad that doesn't feel like an ad, it's more personal, it's genuine, it's authentic, all these things, you're going to have a greater chance of selling your product because it doesn't feel like somebody's actually trying to sell you something. It just feels like somebody's just trying to help you, right?
yeah,
If you can talk about a specific problem and you can give a solution to that problem with the product that you have, either if it's a physical product or a digital product or an info product or you're a coach, it's the same thing for all these industries. If you can solve a huge problem, then you will scale. And if you can deliver that information in your marketing message with different people that fits your ideal customer profile, then you're going to scale. And that
yeah,
kind of like moves into my next thing is that you can have the best ads in the world, you can have the best content in the world, but if your website isn't converting, you're
yeah.
still not going to getting these sales. So what do you think is very important in terms of website and funnels and landing pages for you to scale? What do you think about that?
Yeah, so that's like when I think about this, what you say right now is like you need like this full circle to get people to convert. And
Yeah.
okay, let's say the ads is really good and they click into the ad and they get on the product page, but the product page does not look good. That's like I would say it's you come into a physical store and it's really messy in the physical store. You don't want to
Yeah.
buy things there as
No.
well. So that's always what I like try to speak with the owners as well. And I think like for to really get the to get the website to convert good is like you need reviews, you need
Yeah.
a good description, short
Yeah.
description, and you need like this stick words that says good about the company. For example, you have fast shipping, you uh, you have a free delivery over 400 crowns, let's say. That's like
Yeah.
important stuff on the product page to have to show the customer um, that you are trustworthy. And as well,
Well,
like in Norway, it's really important that you don't need to write down your bank card information when you're going to buy things. And
mhm.
we always say to our clients that you need to show that you can pay with Klarna, you can pay with Vips, so that it's much easier for the
Yeah.
customers to buy.
Yeah, like again, people go into a product page, and if they don't see Klarna straight away, they go out. They go out of
Yeah,
the product. I just I just had a chat with my father about this actually, and speaking with your parents, guys. Hey, that's actually very valuable. Speaking with your mother, that's actually very good. If your
yeah,
mother says, hey, "I do not know how to put in this code," God, can you help me? That is a great indication and good information on that product page needs to be done better because my
yeah,
mother can't buy, and she's the ideal customer profile.
yeah,
So like you need to ask real people about the information. Can you, hey mother, can you just go and try and buy from this website?
yeah,
You will get some information. I don't like this product. I don't like the image on this. It has like whatever that might be, right? You're gonna get some information, and you need to ask real people, and you need to ask people the ideal customer profile. That's what you need to ask, right? To get real information. And then again, in Norway and in Scandinavia, they very rarely split test different types of pages, right? And I again, I speak with a lot of brands, and I ask them, how often do you split test different product pages? And they say never. Like most of the brands say, oh, I never thought about that. And I just spoke with a guy that is a CRO specialist in one of the biggest, actually the biggest e-commerce brand that sells blankets in the US. And they have a CRO specialist, and he's split testing every single day. Every product page is split testing every day on different product pages, different variations, another image, maybe a video instead of an image, maybe a GIF instead of an image, and he's split testing every single day to constantly improve that conversion rate. And if he's testing different product pages every single day, and you're testing once a year, like who is going to win? Who is going to scale? That's the question you must ask yourself, right? So that's what I think is very important. It's just about testing more, doing more of what is working, doing it better. But of course, it needs to be in a framework. For example, us as an agency, we see different companies, what is actually working today, what is not working. So we are working within a framework. So that's why a lot of e-commerce brands chooses us, because they save so much time and so many errors and so much money and resources with just working with us instead of them trying to figure out everything themselves.
yeah.
Then again, like I was saying at the start, most people aren't successful because they're arrogant, because they think they can do everything themselves without actually having the right experience to do so.
Correct.
And that's what I've always done. If I wanted to play tennis, I would go get a tennis coach. If I wanted to get good at football, I would need a good football coach. Or even better, a football player that can teach you how to play football, and not necessarily a coach, to be honest. But you need to learn from somebody that has done it before. That
Yeah.
is what I feel like is very important. And but yeah, we're getting at the end of this podcast right now. Is there anything else you want to fill in at the end of this podcast, William?
Yeah, I just want to like we're talking a lot about split testing and stuff like that, and it's also like important with the split testing that when you find different product pages or different ads that is winning, then it's
Yeah,
important that you implement that. Okay, this is selling, and it's really important to focus on that that is working and not split test so much after that with different kinds of stuff. When you have a winning ad, you focus on that winning ad or you focus on that product page, not try all different stuffs all the time. That's like
agree.
the one important thing about split testing, I think.
Yeah, and don't give up. Don't give up. Even though if you've set up some ads, you've run it for 3 to 5 days, you still and you still didn't get any sales. There's still
Yeah,
some information to learn from that.
yeah.
Like getting zero sales in 5 days doesn't mean you failed. You
That
haven't failed.
then Yeah, it's like, okay, you didn't get sales, but look at the click-through rate, let's say. Then you
Yeah,
can see at the click-through rate what is generating the most clicks there, what is generating the most views on the images or videos. Like it's so
yeah,
many different things to look at, just not sales.
mm,
Of course, the sales is the most important. If you get sales, you focus on that. But if you don't have sales, let's say, then you
yeah.
look at other things as well.
Yeah, you look at the different metrics to learn what to do next. And then again, like people are so afraid of failing. They're so afraid of failing on the ads and stuff like that, but and spending money. But you haven't failed at the task of getting better, right?
Yeah,
There's always something to do. You failed on getting a few sales, but you need to learn to get better, and you need to take these metrics, you need to take this data and analyze what you have done good, what you have done bad, learn
yeah,
from it, and rinse and repeat. Go back into what is working, do more of that, and do it better, and then test again,
correct.
right? And that's what it's about. So yes, I think we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much, William.
Thank
Again,
you.
if you are e-commerce brand, info product, or online coach, we are working with you guys. What I think would be very interesting, we're taking on a few more clients this month. If this is something that could be interesting, we will give you guys a quick performance review to basically just see where we can actually take the potential, where we could actually scale, how much we could scale this business and take it from there. So if that is something that would be interested for you guys can book a quick call with me or one of my team members, and we will review performance. So peace, and see you guys next time.